Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look at some fun, spicy battles in the Great League featuring Focus Blast Victini. I've had my Victini for quite some time, but have never given it a second charge move until today. We'll run Victini on the safe switch, with the hope being to bait out their best response to a fire type, so our Talonflame can sweep in the back. And to round out the team, we'll run Lickitung on the lead as a damage sponge. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and let's take a look at Focus Blast Victini in action. Hopping into the first match and picking up a pretty terrible lead in Mandibuzz. Unfortunately, both Lickitung and Victini do lose to Mandibuzz, so I'm not really able to switch out of the lead. The best play at this point is to just stay in with the Lickitung and hopefully do as much damage as I can while I play out the Zero Shield scenario. Now, this Zero Shield scenario will take quite a while, because even with battle sped up, Lickitung and Mandibuzz are both very, very tanky Pokemon. But the benefit to not switching out here is hopefully I'll be able to get it low enough that I can incinerate down with Talonflame, and Talonflame with an energy lead is incredibly deadly in the endgame. We are going for another Body Slam, and this plus the Licks should be able to get it below a quarter health, and this is exactly where I want it. I'm totally fine letting the Lickitung go. The Lickitung has done its job, and now it's up to Talonflame. Talonflame going for the Incinerate down. We will have to eat a charge move, but we sneak an Incinerate through. That is very, very nice. They go for the foul play, and then they aggressively switch in a Trevenant. They must be so weak in the back to fire if they're switching a grass type in, and since we have 100 energy, we're going for the back-to-back flame charges. They shield both, but now our Incinerates are boosted. The boosted Incinerates are shredding, and since I'm so low health, I'm actually going to let this go, and we're going to trust in Victini. If they're this weak to Talonflame, they're probably weak to Victini as well. We're going to shield it up, just a Seed Bomb, but I did not want to risk a Shadow Ball. We know they have a low HP Mandibuzz, so they may attempt a sack swap. We have to watch for that. And now we discover why they were so worried about Talonflame. As they have Escavalier in the back, we could easily go for a V-Create, but we are running Focus Blast, may as well use it. Focus Blast takes out the Escavalier, and that is a good game. Alright, hopping to the next match, we have Lickitung into Nidoqueen. So this is a pretty neutral lead. The plan here is to stay in, tank a Poison Fang, throw a Body Slam, and then we're going to save switch into Victini, as I do want to get some chip damage on the Nidoqueen. Going for the Body Slam comes through, and now we bring in Victini. They're farming up, and now they bring in Bastiodon. Oh my goodness, we need this energy lead to reach the Focus Blast, which we do. Come on, there's no way they know. Focus Blast lands, almost one-shotting Bastiodon. One more confusion does take them out. So Bastiodon absolutely vanquished. They bring in Medicham, but Victini is not done. Going for the V-Create. V-Create does get the shield. Victini able to win a switch advantage and shield advantage. Let's go. And now we can very safely bring in Talonflame. We'll align Talonflame onto the Medicham. They bait with the Ice Punch, very nicely done. But from here, we are in the driver's seat of this match. We are going for the Flame Charge. They let it go. They get to a move. And here, you know what? May as well shield. They do get the defense drop, which is less than ideal, and they bring back in Nidoqueen with energy. Fortunately, both Nidoqueen and Medicham are so low health that, oh, we accidentally catch there, that we will be able to lick them down in relatively short order. Down goes Nidoqueen, and down goes Medicham. And that is a good game. Alright, hopping to the next match, we have Lickitung into Surf Edge, terrible lead. We are going to save switch into Victini. That confusion chunks, and now the opponent switches in a Frostlass. So if Frostlass is their best response to a fire type, then we should be in business. And these confusions are absolutely tearing through Frostlass. So you know what? Especially since we sneaked the confusion through, I'm actually going to farm all the way down, because a Victini with 100 energy should be absolutely deadly in the endgame. I'm expecting Surfetch to come back in. Surfetch did farm up a few counters of energy before they switched out, and they get a counter through as I throw the V-Create. So they'll reach the Night Slash in the middle of the confusion, so I'm actually going to switch into Talonflame, and they throw right away. so we're able to catch onto the Talonflame, and now we've saved all that energy on Victini. The Surf Edge stays in, gets to another Night Slash, but we do survive this, and we will be able to go for the Flame Charge. And Flame Charge will be doing a nice amount of damage. That takes them out. What's in back? And it's Charm Alolan Ninetales. The Incinerates chunk. We bring in Victini. We're farming up to 2, and the opponent sees the writing on the wall and concedes the match. Alright, hopping in the next match, we have Lickitung into Shadow Kanto Ninetales. So a very cool pick. We are going to save switch into Victini, and we are farming up quite a bit of energy. I was slightly scared of a Shadow Overheat. Victini is not the tankiest. It's just a Weather Ball, and the opponent switches in Trevenant. And sure, Trevenant does have Shadow Claw, which hits us for super effective, but Trevenant does not appreciate V-Creates, and we are throwing back-to-back. So we are going to be getting both of the shields and lowering our defense so they get less farm. The nice thing about baiting out Trevenant is we have Lickitung. Lickitung is going to be able to obviously hit for super effective damage with the licks, and we are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage on our end. Unfortunately, the Trevenant does have a decent amount of energy and will be able to apply a lot of pressure. They actually save the Trevenant for later. They switch back in Shadow Kanto Ninetales. I decided to call Weather Ball. It's just the Weather Ball. We live on very low health, and we are 1 lick shy of a second Body Slam. So we'll farm up to the Body Slam. We'll bank it. We'll bring back in the Talonflame, and we're going for the Incinerate down. I should be able to live any one move. We do live the Weather Ball, and we're able to farm down, and the opponent, again, not wanting to see a fire type, concedes the match. Hopping into the next match, and a Trevenant lead is exactly what you want to see with this team. As I mentioned, this whole team has fantastic matchups against Trevenant, but a Skuntank save switch is a little tough as I don't have a great response. After seeing their first 2 Pokemon, I'm expecting it's probably the Tho Tactical line with Vigoroth in the back, and if so, alignment is very important, as the only good matchup my Victini will be against the opponent's Vigoroth. So I bring in Talonflame, we'll shield up and Incinerate down, and I'm expecting that they will bring in the Vigoroth here, as they don't want to bring a Trevenant into a loaded Talonflame. It is the Vigoroth, and now we're going to be going for the Flame Charge here. Flame Charge gets the shield, and here I make a pretty big mistake. I wanted to go for the Brave Bird, but I can't leave Victini without a shield. I get outpaced, and I go down with a ton of energy, but now it's all up to Victini. Victini farming up a bunch of energy. I'm not expecting them to go for a Bulldoze, so we will let this go as we do survive a Body Slam. We're farming up a bunch of energy, and the opponent switches into Trevenant, and we are going straight for the V-Create. V-Create one-shots but lowers our defense, so we switch back into Lickitung. Right before we get to a move, they're forced to throw since we have a move loaded on our Victini. Body Slam will take us out, but from here, Victini confusions down, and we're able to get the win. Hopping in the next match, we have Lickitung into Shadow Nidoqueen. Again, how we typically like to play this out is we will let them throw 1 Poison Fang, we'll throw a Body Slam in retaliation, and then we'll save switch, as Nidoqueen is significantly less powerful if you can get chip damage onto it. Going for the Body Slam. Body Slam lands. We save switch into Victini. The opponent tries to get to a Poison Fang, but Victini confusions down, and now they bring in a Azumarill. And they throw right here. I believe they're short of a Hydro Pump, and I don't have to shield an Ice Beam or a Play Rough. So we are able to successfully count there, and now we're going for the back-to-back V-Creates. This is a resisted move, but V-Create is an incredibly powerful move. We're able to go for the back-to-back, and back-to-back gets the Azumarill deep into the red. My switch clock isn't quite up yet, so I have to wait out my timer. We bring in the Lickitung, and they have their own Talonflame in the back, and this gets very scary. I'm an Incinerate behind, but we do sneak as they throw, and we successfully call the Flame Charge. That is so big. If you're able to successfully call a Flame Charge in the Talonflame mirror, that's huge, and my opponent shields. That is so good for me. We are farming up, again, building up to the Brave Bird, but baiting. I don't want to lower my defense yet, and we are able to get the shield. I have not shielded yet, but I am going to start. So we're shielding up the Flame Charge there, and now we're going for the next Flame Charge, and the opponent does a very nice catch onto a Azumarill, but honestly, I intentionally didn't go for the Brave Bird in case they tried to catch, because Flame Charge will not lower my defense. We are able to get to another Flame Charge. We are extremely boosted. That will take out the opposing Talonflame, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, we have Lickitung into Scrafty. Scrafty is an absolute nightmare for this team, as again, it beats both Lickitung and Victini, so I can't really switch out here. They're just going straight for the power-up punch. That is so bad for us. We're going for the first Body Slam. Body Slam does do a nice chunk of damage, but now these counters are doing extra. And this next power-up punch, I believe they can probably KO with counters here. And we just fall short of the Body Slam. That's so unfortunate. We bring in Talonflame, and they will be able to get to a double boosted foul play, which I absolutely have to respect here. They go for the foul play. We are going to be shielding up and firing back with the Flame Charge. I'm expecting it to take them out, but they actually shield. So here I'm thinking maybe they're weak in the back. So you know what? I'm going to double shield and incinerate down. And hopefully a boosted Talonflame can do a lot of work in the end game. We incinerate down and let's see what they have in the back. And they have a Nidoqueen in the back. And Nidoqueen definitely does not appreciate boosted flame charges. We're able to get one off. And now we bring in Victini. And they have Skarmory in the back. So it makes sense why they were leery of Talonflame. We are going for the V-Create. V-Create almost one-shots. And here we're threatening a farm down so they're forced to dump energy. That is absolutely huge because we need to farm down with Talonflame. We leave with the move. Nidoqueen has a Poison Fang, but Talonflame wins CMP. Brave Bird takes them out. And that is a good game. All right, hopping into the next one. These have been some fun matches. Oh no, Obstagoon. Obstagoon is absolutely terrible. Again, Obstagoon and Scrafty are huge issues for this team. Night Slash does big damage, but you know what? I had to switch into the Victini because I need to land the Focus Blast. We're shielding up here. Come on, just please don't respect it. I promise you can survive the V-Create. We're going for broke. Focus Blast. Shielded. That is tragic. We get farmed down, and now it's all up to Talonflame. Talonflame eats the Night Slash. Fortunately, Talonflame can eat a Night Slash, but man, Obstagoon is at another one, and this will get us below half health. We are building up, and we're going for the Flame Charge. Flame Charge does not even take out the Obstagoon here, which is unfortunate. Does get them very low. We are able to incinerate down just before they reach another charge move. We'll have to see what they have in the back. And they bring in Galarian Stunfisk. Now, we should be able to force a shield here with the Flame Charge, so we should be in a pretty good spot. We're farming up, and again, these Mud Shots are single resisted, so they aren't doing a whole lot of damage to us, but I should get outpaced here. So I'm going to farm up, we're going to switch into Lickitung, and they have Venusaur in the back, so they were so weak to fire, but we had to use almost all of our fire types to take them out. Now here I have a win con. I need the Venusaur to KO me so that I can incinerate down the Venusaur and then land the move on the Stunfisk. That is the win con here. We are going for the Body Slam. We need to get them very low and hope that they throw on me. We get them very low and they don't throw. But G-Fist comes back in. We need to get to the Power Whip. Come on. And we just don't get there. Oh my goodness. Rock Slide. But the Lickitung lives on 1 HP. Oh, and we're going for the Power Whip. Power Whip does not KO. We switch back into the Talonflame, but we get outpaced. They reach the Rock Slide, and they will be able to Mud Shot down. So from one of the worst leads you could see with this team, we're almost able to rally back and get the win. Hopping into the final match, Venusaur lead. We save switch into our Victini. We bait out a Sableye, and I throw right away because I believe this should hopefully be CMP, and it is. That's so big. We're able to force a shield, and it's CMP. That's massive. Now the Sableye does not get to farm down, and they don't leave with an energy advantage over the Lickitung. We're able to do a decent amount of damage with Licks, and we'll be able to land the Power Whip. Power Whip does do a nice chunk of damage here. I'm hoping or expecting that it's probably Galarian Stunfisk in the back, so an energy lead will be useful. We bring in the Talonflame, we try and incinerate down, but they reach a move, and I have to let this go. The reason being, Foul Play does not KO me, but a Rock Slide basically does. They bring it in, and it is Galarian Stunfisk, and having 2 shields in this moment is what should allow us to win this match, as we are committing to the farm down. The opponent actually throws in the middle of the Incinerate that will take them out. They bring in Sableye, and from here, we're able to get to the back-to-back flame charges. So you know what? Unfortunately, Victini did not get to finish the fight, but Victini cleared the way, so Talonflame with shield advantage fully sweeps a team, and that is a good game. So all in all, I had a ton of fun running Focus Blast Victini. I did only get to land a few Focus Blasts, but you know what? All in all, this team was a lot of fun, and I did go slightly positive with it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the team for a Final Legend push, as Fire isn't the best typing in the current meta, but if you're looking for a team to have some fun and land some Focus Blasts, I think I might know a team. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.